Hey everybody, this is Eric Brown, your Beverly Hills real estate agent, bringing you again the best of LA, where I share with you cool local businesses here in Los Angeles and how you can learn more about them. So I'm here with my friend Sarah Brannon of TruFusion. And Sarah, I want you to just dive in and tell us a bit about the business.
Yeah, well, thank you so much for having me. I'm super excited to talk to you all about TruFusion. We are relatively new to the LA scene. We are a multi-modality fitness studio, which means we only do group fitness. We have 5 different rooms. We have basically every single fitness class under one roof, except for dance cardio. So don't ask us for Zumba, but pretty much everything else we offer. So yeah.
And if I can ask, what was the genesis or the thought around the creation of TruFusion?
That is a really good question. So we started in Vegas, and there was a few different people who came up with basically their own method. They practiced under Joseph Pilates, and they had an extensive fitness background. They'd been in the industry for maybe 20 years already, teaching group fitness, and they felt it could be better. So they basically went out on their own, and they came up with 2 really cool workouts, the hot Pilates class and then the barefoot boot camp class, and they branded them, and that's kind of the beginning of how that whole thing started. And then it grew from there.
Do you find coming here to the Los Angeles market, which is unique compared to many other cities, that you attract a certain clientele or an audience or a certain vibe?
Absolutely. I moved here personally from Austin, Texas, and the thing that I was most worried about when I moved here was like the LA kind of ego, or like so I had heard, and that was why, and I think why everybody who signs up and becomes a member here loves this place, is because it's like this little oasis in LA that is so not LA. It's like not the culture of LA. It's like people are just who they are, and there's no ego, and it's super inviting, and yeah. I think that's what I would.
You know, it's interesting, as we had mentioned off camera, and we're going to take a tour of the entire establishment, but we were talking about what it's like being a transplant and coming into Los Angeles and kind of finding your tribe or your community. And when you can find that in a place where you already have a passion, it just kind of makes it a win-win across the board.
Absolutely. I feel like I got really lucky, and I think everybody that works here feels that same way. And it's so weird because yes, I'm the general manager, but some of my best friends work out here or they work here, and it's just created this incredible community amongst members and people that work here, and it's just really special.
So let's take a quick break where we'll take a quick tour of the entire location. You'll get to see some insights, and then we'll come back. And we're back, and I wanted to ask Sarah this question from the very beginning, but we'll dive in now. And that question is, what type of things do you see now that TruFusion has their roots into the community? What do you see happening over the next year, 2 years, 5 years?
Yeah, well, I think TruFusion is one of these really rare fitness studios where they truly are life-changing. They changed my life. I've never been the same since I came across this brand, and I feel like when people or when companies really make a deep impact in people's lives, the only thing that's going to happen is they grow and expand. And I just see them, we're corporate and we're franchised, but overall globally we just opened up our first location in Dubai, and I just see us completely or continuing to expand throughout the world. So
that is awesome. Well, as you can see, we took the tour. You were able to get a little bit of insights into TruFusion. We're going to pop all contact information here. If you have any questions, you're interested in membership, you'd like to find out about programs or rates, it's all here on screen for you. Sarah, is there anything else that you think that the viewing audience would like to know about TruFusion?
I think the best way that you can really get to know us is through our Instagram. So definitely follow us there, TruFusion_WeHo. You can get to know our trainers. You can get to know, education about different classes, amongst a lot of other things. We are huge into community events, so you can find out about our events by signing up for the newsletter. To do that, you can become a member. I don't really know if there's any other way. There is actually, I just don't really know how, but we do have a very extensive email list, but I don't know how they got there, so that's a good question.
Well, I love it.
Yeah.
Well, there's obviously, we've got, as mentioned, all of this contact info. Please connect with TruFusion if you're here in the LA area and you'd love to have a life transformation in regards to your fitness life and in community building. TruFusion is going to be the place for you. Sarah, thanks so much. This was great.
Thank you so much for having me.
Absolutely. As always, this is Eric Brown, your Beverly Hills real estate agent, bringing you cool businesses here in Los Angeles like Sarah's and TruFusion. Until then, this is Sarah Brannon and Eric Brown signing off.